As most of you know by now, we flew this beautiful aircraft just a couple of days ago, and we got some awesome footage out on the YouTube channel Jet Jared that's doing pretty well. And we've had some people ask, well, what do the cockpits look like? You know, can you give us a tour of the cockpit and stuff like that? So here I am. She's sleeping and she's resting after a nice flight. Figured I would go up and show you what the front and back cockpits look like. But first, I'm going to do a walk around and then meet you around at the back. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, first let's start by taking a look up this awesome tailpipe here. Okay, so we'll get a nice good look as we walk around to the ladder. And here taking a nice rest after our great flight we had a few days ago. So many of you watched the video on that we made, and I really appreciate that. And trying to get her some more exposure and eventually be able to fly her and other aircraft like her more. That's the goal, keep them going. So I'm going to go up this ladder, show you what the front cockpit looks like. And I do have a light on the GoPro as well that I hope helps illuminate everything in here. Like I said, just giving you a nice good look around. What does the front pilot see? And then we'll go back and show you what the rear cockpit looks like. Even show you circuit breaker panels and such back here. So there you go. Nice good view out the front. And that's what you're looking at. So if you were to look out the side window, of course there's the little nap, but you can kind of barely see those really long, very swept back wings back there. It's really cool. And as you can see, the ladders just hook on the side. Just low enough for you to be able to get in. So, alright, let's go back down this ladder and go up into the back cockpit. As you can see too, the nose gear when you're steering this airplane is pretty much under the feet of the back seater, which is kind of interesting. You have all of that nose sticking out there out in front of you. I'll back up and kind of show you what I'm talking about. Not something you really think about until you're driving it around. But yeah, the nose tire is actually behind the pilot in the front. Alright, up the ladder we go. And here's what you see when you're first getting in. You see it's pretty much a lot like the front seat. But if you watched my video of me taxiing this thing out on the last flight, I was sitting in this back seat, and I'm going to show you why I was looking like I couldn't see anything. Well, that's because I couldn't. You really have to look around. I'm going to put this about where my head is if I'm sitting in here. As you can see, you can't see anything, and of course the canopy would come down to about right here. So you really have this little tiny triangle on both sides to see. Makes for an interesting taxi and takeoff and landing if you're doing it all from the back seat. Kind of do the same thing. So, hope you are seeing this okay. Sorry about the camera moving around so much. But I've had a few of you ask about what does it look like inside, front seat versus back seat, and there you go. And of course your view from here, when the canopy's not in the way, sometimes your view is this. As you can see from up on top of the ladder, you can see how much those wings sweep back. Just a beautiful, beautiful airplane. And of course, the view to the front. Well, there you have it, a little bit of a tour of the cockpits, the front and the back seat, what the pilot sees and what you have to reach and find and look for sometimes while you're flying. And hope that answers some of your questions. If not, always comment, discuss with each other. If you see something that, you know, I didn't really give any instruction on what anything was on this one, but, you know, if I ever say something that's not totally correct and you're curious, then feel free, comment. You know, I'm always learning about these aircraft as well, and it's what it's all about. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching and thanks for the support.